Gerrit is an open source web-based code review tool built on top of the Git version control system. One of Gerrit's features is allowing the authors of a code change to request individuals to participate in the development of the program as reviewers. However, there is difficulty in selecting the best reviewers for a given code change. The effectivity of a code review depends on the expertise provided by the reviewer selected. Therefore, it's important to properly choose who to invite to review a code submission. For my project, we built a server-side plugin for Gerrit that provides users with suggestions on who is best suited to review a particular code change by examining the history of the files that the code submission has modified. Using an approach called chrev, the plugin provides the user a list of recommended reviewers best suited to review the code submission. Today I'm going to demonstrate how to install chrev on Gerrit, show how it works, and go through a sample code submission to verify the scores. So this is what Gerrit looks like. Each code change has a change information screen that includes the author's name, the files that were modified, and the date of the submission. So we begin by compiling the package into a jar file that Gerrit will accept. We will use Maven to incorporate these dependencies and compile it like this. So once the package has been compiled, we copy the file over to Gerrit's plugins directory, and then we go in and restart Gerrit. So let me try and refresh this. And so you can see now that an additional panel appears on the change info screen. We have a list of names and the respective chrev scores. So let's go through one of the code submissions. So for this one, you can see that the suggested reviewers are Patrick and Michael, and their respective scores are 8.5 and 3.5. Let's go through how these calculations are computed. So we see that there's 4 files that the code submission has modified. So we do a search for each of those files so we can see the previous code submissions that have changed these files. So we can see here that Eclipse spy.java has 5 results, and let's go through each of those results. This is the one that we're looking for, so we can ignore this one. And we can see on this next one, we look at the messages on this code change, and we see that Patrick has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 messages. So we're going to go ahead and count that here. And as far as like number of work days, it looks like he only did all of this in one work day, which is June 7th, 2017, which is the most recent work day. And then we go back to results, see if anybody comes up again. Patrick shows up in 3 messages here on just one date, May 31st, 2017. And we check the next one. 5 messages on April 26, 2017. And then we check the last one, and none of these names matter. We go on the next file, which is keyboard layout generator.java, and the results are right here. So the first one we don't consider anymore because this is what we were looking for. And we check the next results. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 messages for Patrick here on June 7th, 2017. And we're gonna make it the latest workday as well. This one has Patrick also for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for April 26, 2017. And for this one, we see Michael has 2 messages on one workday, July 4th, 2013. And then we go on the third file, which is 3 rows hash test for Java. The first one we ignore. The second one has 5 messages for Patrick on June 17th, June 7th. And then the last file would be swtbotpreferences.java. Again, the first one we just ignore because this is the one that we're looking for. The second one has Michael, 2 messages, 1 workday, May 30th, 2013. So now we compute the scores for each of the files. What we do is count the number of messages by the author, divide that by the total number of messages for all authors. We count the number of messages for each author, divide that by the number of total all workdays. And then if the author has the latest workday, then we add 1. Otherwise, we divide the number of days between the latest workday of the author and the latest workday of the file. So for Patrick, we have 13 messages over a total of 13 messages, and we add 3 workdays divided by the 3 total number of workdays, and since he has the latest workday, then we just add 1. For the next file, we have Patrick with 10 messages over 12 total messages. We add that with 2 workdays over 3 total workdays, and since he has the latest workday, then we just add 1. And now we compute for Michael's score. We see here that the latest workday, June 17, 2017, and July 4th, 2013, we're going to have to compute the number of days between those 2 dates. So we have July 4th, 2013, and June 7th, 2017, and we count the number of days between those dates. There's 1,434 days between those dates. So let's compute for Michael's score, which is he has 2 messages over 12 total messages for the file, and he has 1 workday over the 3 total workdays for the file. And we add 1 over 1,434. Now for the third file, we have Patrick with 5 messages over total 5 messages. We have 1 workday over total 1 workday plus 1. Score is 3. And Michael here has 2 messages over 2 total messages, 1 workday over 1 total workday, and he has the latest workday, so his score is 3. So now we can compute for Patrick and Michael's score. So for Patrick, we add 3 and 2.5 and 3. His score is 8.5. And for Michael, we have 0.5 and 3 for a total of 3.5. So we have Patrick with a score of 8.5 and Michael with a score of 3.5. And we go back to the results and we will see the score is correct. Patrick has a score of 8.5 and Michael has a 3.5. So this concludes the demonstration. I've demonstrated how to install CHREV, shown how it works, and gone through a sample code submission to verify its score. Thank you very much.